Hey, hello again, everybody. Grumpy Santa. Yep, back in Dingaland. Thursday, April 10. It's around 4 p.m. Not quite, but close to it. Really hot here. Really hot. Barely have a breeze. Ah, man. More problems here. More problems, always problems. I come home, deal with more problems. Just want to get out of this place. Anyway, so when I first got here, everything was fine. And before I left, I had given Sally 1,000 pesos. Case Lazada came, because they have no money. So I always give them money just in case while I'm gone I get a delivery. So when I came home, there was no delivery. So I told her, I said, look, just keep the 1,000 pesos because I have to pay you tomorrow anyway for 1 week. That's what I give them, 1,000 a week, every Friday. Tomorrow's Friday. I said, this is your Friday pay, just keep it. So I'm sitting at the kitchen table. I'm just sitting there. I think I was eating a bagel or something. And here comes Lazada. But he didn't come in all the way inside the gate. He stopped out there where we repaired that little speed bump. If you guys watch my channel, you know what I'm talking about. For some reason, he didn't come all the way in. I think Sally stopped him or something. I don't know. But anyway, I guess she paid him and then he just left. So she brings me the packages. I said, where is he? Why did you pay him? I'm sitting right here. I was getting ready to go get the money. Why did you pay him? I told you. Keep the 1,000, it's yours for tomorrow. I said, what are you doing? I don't understand. And then she starts talking to me in Tagalog, like I know what she's talking about. Just idiotic. So then I have to call Grace and find out what the hell's she doing? Why did she pay him? And then she doesn't tip him, of course. I always give him a tip. So her and Grace talk back and forth. And then Grace tells me, oh, she didn't know or something stupid like that. What do you mean she didn't know? I told her. The 1,000 keep for tomorrow. I said, Bukas, tomorrow keep. That's your pay. So then she goes running home. And she comes back with change. Because the order was only 670 pesos. And she gave the guy 1,000. Or she took 1,000. So she comes home with a whole handful of change. I said, what are you doing? I don't want all that change. 300 pesos worth of change. I don't play cards. You don't use your brain. You have no fucking brain. So then she goes back again. She brings me back 300 and a little bit of change. In 300 in bills. I said, I don't understand. Use your brain. What are you thinking? I said, keep the 1,000 for tomorrow. I'm sitting right here. Why don't you tell me? The guy before he leaves. I can pay him right now. Idiots, man. Freaking idiots. Why would she do that? I told her to pay the guy if I'm not here. I'm sitting right there. So then 10 minutes later, my wife called. Oh, Sally's gonna quit because she don't like the way you talk to her. Because you said she have no brains. Oh, yeah, she understands that, right? But she don't understand keep the 1,000 pesos. It's your pay for tomorrow. But she understands that you have no brains. Yeah, that's what I deal with, folks. Incompetent. People with no freaking brains. No common sense. What they can't understand. I said keep it for Bukas, your pay. Not pay Lazada. I'm sitting right here. So now she's gone after she took food out of the freezer for dinner. For her and John John. Now John John's by himself here. I don't know if he knows how to cook that fish. She took out the damn fish heads and cut up vegetables. Then I took out a hot dog for myself and had it in the sink defrosting. And the cat took it. She went in the sink and got my hot dog. It still had the plastic on it. Because hot dogs here have plastic on them for some reason. I don't know. They don't do that in the US. It's like a hot dog condom. You have to peel it off first. When I first moved here and I was in Batangas, I didn't even know that. I cooked them with the plastic on it. I didn't know they came with plastic on it. Who the hell puts plastic on every hot dog? Another waste of plastic. It's real thin, but still. So anyway, I told my wife, I said, you better come because she's planning on going to Batangas on Monday because her sister's 70th birthday. And then after that, then when she comes home after the birthday, it's going to be Easter. And she's going to have people here. Like I told you guys, April's going to be a busy month. So I told her, you better come back before you go and find another caretaker. Because John John's by himself here. And he's really, really shy. I told him, don't be shy. He don't want to do nothing. He won't eat unless somebody cooks something. I said, you got to take care of yourself. I'm not cooking you dinner. That's not my job. If I cook enough food for 2 people, yeah, sure, you can have some. But I'm not cooking you special food. I'll make the rice. Not a problem. But he'll sit there. He won't eat. Unless he's really hungry, then he'll cook some eggs or something. He knows how to do eggs. And if there's leftover rice there. But I don't know if he knows how to cook those fish heads because they fry the shit out of them. That's how they cook them. In oil, they fry the shit out of them until they're brown. And the vegetables, I don't know what she plans on doing with them. So I told Grace, Mommy, to tell John John, does he know how to cook this stuff? Because it's sitting in the sink from when Sally was going to make it for lunch and then she decided to quit. I said, tell Sally if she quits, she's not getting paid for this week. Plus, I bought her a cell phone when she first started because we had no way to call her, get a hold of her. We had no way. So I bought her a cheap cell phone. It wasn't real cheap. It was still 4,000 or 5,000 pesos. It was a good cell phone. Actually, Mommy, she has the same one because Catherine lost her Oppo phone. So I had to get her another one. Catherine left it in the mall somewhere. So, it's the same phone. It's not a bad phone. So I said, remind Sally, yeah, I bought her that phone. And she's not getting paid. She already had the money, but she paid it Lazada. She would have had it. Why'd she pay Lazada with it? Anyway, so I don't know what's going to happen. She's coming back tomorrow now. The kids are going to miss their last day of school. It's the last day anyway. They're not going to do nothing. Last day before their Easter vacation. And then they don't go back till May. Long Easter holiday. They'll go back to May and finish up this year. And then James is already paid for next year. And then I got to pay Catherine's for private school. Another 30,000. For those that don't know, that's about $600, give or take. That's including everything for Catherine's uniforms, books. So she'll be paid up as soon as I get the money. And then I gotta keep bothering mommy's nephew, who I have a business deal with, to keep sending me. He sends me money every month because of my business dealings I have with him. But he still hasn't sent it. So I have to keep trying to bother him. When's he gonna send it? I have bills to pay. It's already the 10th. He's supposed to give it to me the first week. First week of the month. I have too many bills. I just got money out of the bank. It's almost gone already. It's crazy, people. Somebody says, yeah, money comes, money goes. It goes more than it comes, trust me. And now we gotta find another caretaker. What's she gonna do? Because she doesn't like the way I talk to her? Too bad. Quit then. Go ahead. If you can't take criticism. I told you what to do, follow directions. I told you to keep the money, not pay Lazada. Pay Lazada if I'm not here. If I'm sitting at the kitchen table, don't pay Lazada. Common sense. Anyway, so that's the deal. Now Grace has to come home tomorrow, try to find another caretaker, unless Sally decides to come back. Who knows? Sally does a good job when she's here. In the morning. They work in the morning. Then she plays cards all day. All day. So she has a pretty easy job. It's not hard. She does some sweeping. She does clean the beach. She does some mopping. She cleans. She picks up. So does John. And then she plays cards all day. All day, 5-6 hours until dark. I don't expect them to work in the heat of the day. Nobody wants to be in the sun the heat of the day. So I let them do what they want. So let's see what happens when Grace gets back. If she's going to come back or she's going to find somebody else. But this is just an issue, a constant issue, these caretakers. Caretakers and cats and bugs and everything else I have to deal with here, folks. And then Easter's going to be another headache. She's going to have people here parking on my grass, taking showers all the time, my water pump running. I told her she could do it to make some money. And then I told her to take the money and put it in the bank. That's not just for spending. Buying clothes or whatever. Shoes. You don't need no more clothes, you don't need no more shoes. Just put the money in the bank. Let's see how much money she makes. She's gonna have to pay the caretakers. She's gonna have to pay the bills for Easter. All the trash they're gonna have here. They cook out here. They put stinky fish and crabs and whatever else they're eating. The flies come out. All the stray dogs come out every Easter looking for garbage. They throw cigarette butts everywhere. I'm going to talk to them when they are all here. Don't throw your cigarette butts on the ground. Like I always do. That's why I got to be here. That's why I'm not going to Cabanatuan with the kids and let her run the whole show here. I have to be here to tell people where to park, to see what's going on. I have to control it, or it'll be a disaster. If the water pump breaks, then what? I have an extra one just in case, thank God. But somebody's got to install it. The Buco truck behind me. You guys, if you can hear it. They must have got Buco from Bakke in the back. And the broken down Buco truck back here. Driving around. Anyway, folks, that's it. That's what's going on. That's what I come home to after spending a birthday with my son. That's what I come home to. More problems. Let's see this noisy piece of crap. It's like the worst Buco truck I've ever seen. I think I showed you guys, if you look some of the older videos, the really nice brand new Buco truck that was here. Beautiful. I think those people ended up selling it. That was one of my wife's friends. She ended up selling that truck. It was nice, brand new, chromed out. Nice, really nice truck. Nicest one I've ever seen. Go back and look at the video if you guys don't know what I'm talking about. I think the icon photo shows the truck. It was more like a bus. So anyway, that's the story, folks. That's what I got to deal with. I really, really want to get out of here. Maybe somebody will see my for sale signs. Easter, make an offer. I got to go in town and get another one. I got to make another one so I can put it on the beach. I still haven't done that yet. It's always something, let me tell you. Tired of it. Really tired of it. And it's so freaking hot here. It's gonna get hotter. It's gonna get hotter. Nowhere to escape except for at night when I'm sleeping. I have the AC. I'm not gonna go in there all day long and run that AC. The bill's too high. My electric bill's too high. I'll go up to my tower later on, maybe in another hour, hour and a half, when the sun goes down. So that's it, folks. We'll see when Mommy comes home tomorrow. Mommy and the kids will be back tomorrow. And then they're gonna probably head out on Sunday again. And then they're gonna drive all the way to Batangas with the Vios, with the two kids and her niece and her niece's boyfriend. They're all gonna go in the Vios and drive to Batangas. I said, yeah, let your niece's boyfriend do some of the driving. He's a good driver. He does construction here. He's the one that did the backhoe. If you saw the backhoe here, the small backhoe, not the big one, that helped us out a little bit. He did work at one of the resorts here. He helped us out when he was here. So he's pretty good. So I said, let him help you drive, especially through Manila. You have to go through Manila to get to Batangas. It's a real pain in the ass. I said, you better be careful. So they're going to stay there like 2-3 days. And then they're going to come back here for the Easter fiasco. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. So stay tuned, everybody. Yeah, I'm Grumpy Santa today for sure. Definitely today. Alright, folks. Thanks for watching. God bless everyone. Like and subscribe. It's free. For today, Santa Claus. Over and out.